Hello, and thanks for joining me for yet another movie review. I realize it's been quite a while since I've done one of these. I believe the last one was Bill and Ted Face the Music. But enough of that, let's go ahead and get right down to business. In this review, I'm going to go ahead and take a look at Wally's Wonderfall, Wesley's Rubberball, Wallace Shawn, fuck, what's it called? Willy's Wonderland. In case you're unfamiliar with this film, it's essentially Five Nights at Freddy's starring Nic Cage, a description that is perfectly apt. Cage plays a mysterious loner who's locked for one night in a haunted indoor children's play arena. He then spends 70 minutes of the 89-minute runtime fist-fighting them. Full disclosure, I am not a Cage fan, but I do have to say this film took a few clever steps to get around the horribleness that is Nicolas Cage. Step 1. Nicolas Cage was not allowed to utter a single word throughout the entirety of the film, something which I think should become a staple of his career. Just shut that guy up. Step 2. They cast horrible non-American teenagers to play American teenagers, and their native accents definitely shine through. With both of these steps employed, I have to admit, this was actually a decent Nicolas Cage movie, something which is a bit of an oxymoron in and of itself. There's a good amount of practical gore, and for the most part it all looks pretty good, though it does get a bit too dark at times. Also, whenever the film is outdoors in the daylight, everything looks completely washed out, and I don't like the look of it at all. However, the majority of the film takes place indoors at night, and all the bright neon colors definitely help counterbalance this a little bit. While there is definitely a plot in place, it does kind of just feel like generic framework to get Nic Cage punching animatronic animals. With that said, there are a few comedic elements which help everything go down a bit easier. On a side note, I do have to point out Nic Cage's dance moves showcased in this film. I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say that Nicolas Cage should never dance, privately or on screen. It pretty much sums up everything I've ever detested about the guy. But it was just one quick scene, so it is forgivable. Kind of. So in summation, should you see Willy's Wonderland? Well, that kind of depends on how much you can tolerate Nicolas Cage. Me, being a complete anti-fan, expected absolutely nothing from this film, but was somewhat pleasantly surprised. A short runtime, some solid kills, and some pretty good jokes make for a surprisingly decent film. Go ahead and give it a watch.